let me share with you some universities in the United States that have high acceptance rate for international. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This video is for people that are actively searching for universities in the US and are trying to get admitted in the year 2024 to 2025. So if you're looking to be admitted in any university in the US, I bring to you important information that you need to consider during your school or application search. So today we're going to be talking about high acceptance rates. So if you are diligently searching for universities, I'm sure you might have come across this word in maybe Google or whatever search engine you're using, and this relates to the percentage that a university has when it comes to accepting students from other parts of the world, especially international students. So if you're an international student and you are searching for universities to either do a master's or a PhD in, I'm going to be telling you what high acceptance rate is and why it is important for you to check high acceptance rate before you put in an application. So let's go. So higher acceptance rate is one of the things or the factors that universities use as a measure tool to determine if they're going to be accepting students from a particular or a specific university country or not. And so let's say that you are applying to maybe Yale University and you Google Yale University on Google, you might see that they have maybe a 30% or a 20% or a 10% acceptance rates, and this is very low, and this means that they are really not accepting international students from any part of the world. And so higher acceptance rates is very important. You might also may have searched for another university, let's say university, and you might see that they have maybe like a 70, 80, 90, or even 100% acceptance rate for international students. And this means that this university welcomes international students and usually admits international students from any part of the world, and so they have a higher acceptance rate. And so if you're looking to apply for schools and you don't want to be sitting down in anxiety waiting to see whether you have got admission or not, you might want to go for universities with higher acceptance rates. And so there are certain factors that determine why universities may decide to have high acceptance rates, and so I'm going to share that with you. So the first thing is that universities with high acceptance rates usually share these traits. So first off, they take away any kind of restriction or barrier that prevents people from other countries from applying to their university. And so what I mean is that they usually waive international exams such as IELTS, GRE, GMAT, and take away any kind of restrictions that would prevent other students from other parts of the world to get access into their university or to apply into their university. So they might even sometimes lower test scores such as TOEFL, SAT, or whatever, in order for people from different parts of the world to be able to apply and get accepted into their university. Another thing is that they offer options for pathway programs. So these refer to some kind of short-term programs that universities have in order to help or improve usually English for people who are from countries that do not speak English. So if you are from a non-English speaking country, these universities will usually have like a pathway program that you need to enroll into, and when you pass that program, you would have to transition into the main university program. And so this is one of the things that they do in order for them to have a higher acceptance rate. So by doing so, they're accommodating the diverse needs of students, acknowledging and being inclusive of people from other countries in order for them to have access to equal education. And so they take away these barriers and restrictions and improve the chances that if a student from their speaking country applied to this school, they will obviously have to accommodate their diverse needs and make sure that they enroll in English classes and they're able to pass and be able to get accepted into the university. So sometimes these universities that have higher acceptance rates are also located in states that require higher diversity and require students from diverse countries to come into that state or that university to pursue their studies. And so due to the diversity demands of the school, they may decide to increase the acceptance rates, making it easier for people from different parts of the world to be able to get admitted into those universities. Sometimes universities have partnership with colleges and universities from other parts of the world, where you can either start your program in your home country and then transition to continue your education in the US or wherever country their other campuses are located in globally. So I know that university in Ghana that allows you to start your program in Ghana, and then when you get to a certain point you can transition to the US or the UK in order for you to be able to continue your education. And so this is what makes universities have higher acceptance rates. And so as you're searching for schools and applying for schools, you need to take into consideration universities that have higher acceptance rates for international students. Remember, we have different requirements than domestic students, and so in order for you to meet those requirements, you must look out for universities that have higher acceptance rates. And so, and I must caveat, this is a disclaimer that these universities might have high acceptance rate, but if the program that you're wanting to study, they don't accept students, or they have certain restrictions or requirements that doesn't fit into the higher acceptance rates policy of the university, you might have to check and review that. And so it's not enough just to see high acceptance rates and apply. Just sometimes do your due diligence, email and ask if the program that you're wanting to study, they have higher acceptance rates for those programs. So you have to do that. And so the first university that you might want to check with is Colorado State University, and they have 100% acceptance rates for international students. There's University of Toledo in Ohio, which has 98%. There is Kent State University that has high acceptance rates of 96%. There is University of Texas at Arlington that has an acceptance rate of 91%. There is University of Colorado Boulder. They have an acceptance rate of 88%. There is Pace University that has 84. Iowa State University of Science and Technology has 82. University of Boston, Massachusetts has 83. Indiana University at Bloomington has 82. University of Texas at Dallas has 81. Seton Hall University in New Jersey, I believe, has 81. And University of Cincinnati has 80%. And so these universities have higher acceptance rates. And so if you were to search for any program and you were to put an application, the possibility that you would get admitted is high. So that's it. And let's move to very recent data or very recent information that I have regarding universities in the US that have high acceptance rates. So the first university that has high acceptance rates for international students would be Marshall University. There is North Dakota University, which is located in North Dakota. There is University of Memphis, which is located in Memphis. There is University of Kentucky. There is University of Maine, which is located in Maine. There is East Carolina University, Arizona State University, Northern Arizona University, and Michigan State University. And so these universities have higher acceptance rates. As at the time I did this research, their high acceptance rate is in 2023, which is very recent. And so you might want to check for universities that have higher acceptance rates before you apply to these schools. And so don't sit around waiting in fear and anxiety. I know how it feels like to put in an application and not hear from the school and just be anxious. And this is going to happen if you don't do your due diligence, you don't apply to universities that have high acceptance rates, have the program that you're looking for, have the funding, which is the most important thing that you might want to consider before you get into a university, and just do your due diligence. So this is all that I have to share for today. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I would entreat that you do subscribe. let's hit 300 subscribers in a few days. I know we can do it. I know you guys are amazing, and I know that you guys have been very, very supportive. And so thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to put it in the comments section, and I would respond to your question as soon as possible. So thank you for watching, and see you in my next video.